there, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, thank you for joining us today. I am back with another pharmacy technician video, and this week we will be talking about surviving flu season as a pharmacy tech. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, I usually give a few disclaimers on my videos. Number one, I have animals, so you may hear barking, meowing, feet clattering on the floor, noises, or you might see me trying to shoo them away in the video, and that's because they don't like to be alone, but they don't like to be with each other. So that is one disclaimer. Number two, I do have notes, so I'm typically looking down at my iPad just so that I can stay on track and keep the videos as clear and brief as possible. Number three, I typically film a few of these videos in one sitting, so you may see me go for a sip of water. Do not be alarmed. I know some people don't like disruption in their videos, but that's why I give these disclaimers. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this week's video, and it's tips on surviving flu season as a pharmacy technician. Now, if you work in the retail setting, you are fully aware on how hectic and crazy flu season can be. Now, since the whole COVID-19 pandemic situation, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like flu season literally never ended. So flu season typically starts in the beginning of August, maybe the beginning of September, depending on what area and which pharmacy you're working for. For me, my retail store, we got our flu shots in the beginning of August this year and the beginning of August last year. Now, if you guys remember, we started off with flu shots in 2020 in the beginning of August, and then somewhere in the middle before the end of the year, COVID vaccines became available. Well, not available to everyone, but they were being marketed and spoken about. So people were ready to get these COVID vaccines. So from August till about, I would say, March, if I remember correctly, we were doing flu shots. And that particular year, it was crazy because of COVID. Everyone's like, let me get a flu shot. I need to be protected. I don't want to get the flu on top of like possibly getting COVID. So towards the end of March, it started to die down, which is typical because flu season typically ends like the middle of March or the beginning of April. Then the flu shots became available. And so flu season felt like it never ended because we had just finished giving flu shots, and now we're jumping into the whole COVID-19 vaccine situation. So this year, flu season 2021 is assumed to be as hectic because as of right now, there has been an increase in COVID-19 yet again. So more people are trying to get vaccinated this time around with the COVID-19 vaccination on top of the flu vaccine. So I just want to briefly go over some tips that may help you as a pharmacy technician survive flu season. So my first tip is to bring snacks to work. You may not be able to eat snacks while you're at the counter and while you're counting medications. Your snacks. I'm gonna tell you why. Because lunch is a luxury during flu season. For all my retail people, you know what that feels like. Lunch is a luxury. Sometimes we don't even take lunch, which depending on how many hours you work is perfectly fine and perfectly legal, at least here in the state of Florida. So if you're only working 6 hours, you're not required, or I'm sorry, if you're only working 5 hours, you're not required a 30-minute lunch. 5 hours may not seem like a lot, but if you're in flu season, it is a really, really busy time. Even if you do get a lunch during your shift, especially if you're working 8-hour to 12-hour shifts, even if you do get a lunch, you're still going to be hungry throughout the day because you're working a lot and you're burning a lot of energy. You are moving, you are talking, you are working. So you are going to get hungry throughout your shift, even with a 30-minute to an hour lunch. So bring snacks. Bring something that you can eat with one hand. Bring something that doesn't necessarily have a strong smell and something that's going to put energy back into your body. Don't get like greasy chips or something. I typically like to have fruits when I'm in the pharmacy. I have my fruits in the refrigerator, and whenever I feel like I'm getting a little peckish, I'll go ahead and grab a pineapple, grab some grapes, and pop them in and then get back to work. You can also try trail mix or any nut snack, or even one of those bars. You have Kind bars, cereal bars, any one of those bars, something that you can grab with one hand, take a bite out of, wrap it up, put it, wherever you keep your snacks. I'm telling you, this is going to be important, because you're going to start to get hungry, you're going to start to get angry, frustrated, annoyed, and then you're going to get a migraine that's just going to push you over the edge. So my tip number 1, bring snacks. Tip number 2, make sure that you're sleeping when you get off your shift. It's going to be crucial to reboosting your energy and realigning your patience and your tolerance. Flu season is a busy time because most patients don't understand that we have to stop doing what we're doing to process flu shots. So when you have 5 or 6 flu shots coming in at one time, there is a hold on who may be counting, filling, typing, working on insurance, working the registers. So you're going to need your patience. You are going to need to be able to tolerate a whole lot more than you may typically have to tolerate. So get your sleep. When you go home, do not be up late all night watching or binging Netflix, HBO Max, or Paramount Plus. This is so important because a lot of us typically have to wake up early in the morning. So if you're working an opening shift till about 5 or 6, you're gonna need that energy. Tip number 3 to surviving flu season: be understanding. Put yourself in the patient's shoes. This is important because a lot of time patients come in and we have to understand that they don't know how pharmacy works. They don't know our processes, our procedures, the steps that we have to take, the legal aspects of everything, and not just the state legal aspects, but like the legal aspects of the company and our expectations for when we are working in a pharmacy. So being able to put yourself in the patient's shoes is important, because when the patient starts flipping off and yelling and being upset about something, it is up to you as a pharmacy technician to either explain to the patient or the customer why the process is taking so long, get them to understand that you are working and trying your best to help them, or you need to be able to simply diffuse the situation and possibly just get the patient out of there. So that's really, really important. The fourth and final thing that I feel like is important to surviving flu season is getting your flu shot. I can't tell you how many people come in to get their flu shot as they're trying to get over the flu, which is disgusting because they're sneezing and slobbering all over the place, and you have to tell them, yeah, you can't get this vaccine while you're symptomatic. Like, you can't even be in here. Why are you in here exposing everyone to your flu? You are going to come across so many different things, especially now with COVID. You are going to be exposed to so many sicknesses and illnesses and things that just should not even be at the pharmacy. So get your flu shot. Get your flu shot first. If your job allows you to sign up and get your flu shot when they first come in, do that. Get your flu shot, get it out the way, protect yourself. We do know that it takes 2 weeks for the flu shot to be effective. So as soon as the flu shot is available at my store, I ask my pharmacist if I can get that flu shot, because it's going to take 2 weeks for it to be effective, and I need that 2 weeks before I start dealing with other people who are potentially sick. So those are my 4 tips to surviving flu season. If you like this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. If you have any tips that help you survive flu season, leave it down in the comments box below. Also, if you have any suggestions, recommendations, even any complaints about my video, leave that down in the comment section as well. Again, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you all next week. Bye.